Hey, welcome to episode 11. I'm just about to give Kelly a call to fill her in on some information that I got earlier. My mum's home, and got some big news earlier. So just about to give Kelly a ring.
Hi,
Hi.
how are you?
I'm all right. Long day, long day.
Yeah, tell me about it, mate.
Not as long as you. I mean, I had a very boring day with lots of meetings, but I did not have an emotional day, which I'm sure you have had.
You have no idea.
How's your mum?
She's okay. She's home. She's all right, but she she had a meltdown earlier,
Oh God. Okay. God, I'm glad
mate.
I've got a cup of tea for this, mate.
You have no idea what's coming to you. Like no idea. So, she got home. She went to her bedroom. I've kind of set up the house so that it's like we won't cross paths because she really doesn't want to come anywhere near me and pass this on to me.
Great shout.
So I'm like taking her stuff to eat and things, and then like leaving them by her door, and then taking them away, and then washing up and washing my hands straight away.
Yeah.
Trying just to avoid contact. But earlier on, when I took her some food, she was like, "Can you stay there a second?" And I was like, "Yeah, okay." Um, she said, "Can you just sit outside the door? I just want to have a chat with you." So I was like, "Yeah, fine." Um, and she was like, "I'm." She started crying, like sobbing. And I was like, "What's the matter, Mum? You okay?" She just was like, "I need to tell you everything that happened in France." So I was like, "Okay, great. That's exactly what I want to know."
Yeah.
So please do. Um, so she told me basically everything we already know, as far as she ran away with Martin. They were madly in love. Um, they were very happy. I mean, they were very happy. She wasn't very happy.
Okay.
She she had she didn't speak very good French and didn't have any friends there and wasn't doing well. And then about a year and about 18 months into her being there, she fell pregnant. And when the crash happened, she was 2.5 months pregnant.
No.
Yes. That the baby was fine after the crash. Um,
Okay.
and but she did become very low and felt very, depressed because she just felt like responsible, as I said, I thought she would, for this little girl being killed.
Yeah, of course.
And she had the baby.
What?
I know. I can't believe it, Carl. I'm like in
She
shock about
had,
it.
wait, she had the baby.
She had the baby, and it's Joe.
You're lying.
Honest to God. So I was like, what? That doesn't make any sense because Joe's got her mum. I go, what are you talking about? I was
You've
like
got a
really
letter.
confused.
You've got a letter from Joe's mum.
Yeah, I know. So I was like, I don't understand. So she said she had Joe and she then had severe postnatal depression because she
Oh,
just again didn't feel like she should have a child when she'd taken the child from somebody else, which makes sense in a roundabout way, even though
oh
it wasn't
look,
her fault.
postnatal depression does very strange things to your thought processes. It's a really terrible disease.
Right, like makes sense. So she just couldn't deal with it anymore, and she was literally like, it was either end everything or just get out of there. So she came back to the UK, like wanted to escape her life. Didn't tell anybody about it here. Has never told anybody about it here.
Nobody here know. My dad doesn't know.
Nobody knows here. Nobody,
God.
apart from us now. Um, she then was apparently in contact with Martin. She was getting updates from him. Um, and he then met Anna, who's Joe's mum. Well, Joe's,
Yeah.
adoptive mum, because this is what happened. So they met just under a year after mum had left and fell in love and were very close. And she was really good with Joe and, loved her. And she was like her own daughter. So they decided when Joe was about 3 that Anna would officially adopt Joe, and that they wouldn't tell her that they weren't her real parents. And Mum agreed to it because she said that she didn't. She was like, she's happy. She's going to have a family unit. Why would I want to disrupt that? And hard as it was for her, she said that it was the best thing to do at the time for her. She'd feel like she had a family. She didn't want to, I get it. I get why she would make that decision at that point. And that's what it's been ever since. Like, she got updates about Joe for...
Yeah, I was just going to ask.
Until she was like 14, 15, Mum said. She was still getting updates from Martin, and then she was kind of a fully fledged, being by that point.
Yeah.
And they kind of stopped talking. So she didn't know that Martin had died.
Oh,
She was really upset about it. Because I was like, so did you know that Martin died? And then just like, not that pretended to be sad, but pretended like you didn't know when we told you. And she was like, no, I had no idea Martin had died. I haven't been in contact with him since then. So that was like 15 years ago now, more than that, 17 years ago. So yeah. So I've got a half sister, which is absolutely mental. Like, what the hell?
Oh my God. And like oh wait, so when Joe sent that video.
Yeah, exactly. So she saw that video, and when I was talking to her, she was like really upset, and I just assumed it was just all overwhelming for her. But she was seeing Joe for the first time since then. Pictures of her 15 years ago, but like moving around and talking ever, like.
Your poor
I can't believe it. I'm like completely in shock. Like, I feel a bit sick, but not in like I don't even know how to describe it. I just feel sick.
Yeah.
Like everything is like, what?
I mean, look, it's a lot of information for you to take in, and also you can't even process it how you normally would, because normally you'd sit with your mum and like talk it through, and you can't do that because she's locked away.
Absolutely. So I was like, well, how are we going to tell? Like, are we going to tell Joe? What do we do? Like, I feel really awful knowing it and not telling her. Like, I feel like she should know who her biological mum is, and I'm hoping it won't affect her relationship with her. She's got a mum who's raised her, but I was like, I'd want to know. I think
it feels weird for like us to know and her not to know.
Exactly. So, but then I was like, that raises the question, like, how do we tell her now? Do we wait till you can tell her when you're feeling a bit better? Do we wait till we can see her to tell her? Like, I'm inclined to feel like we should tell her. Like, she needs to know now. We know she should know. And Mum was like, I don't know how to tell her. I don't know what to say. I
Well, maybe it takes a bit of a pressure off your mum if you tell her. I mean, I'll join you for it to be there.
Yeah, I think that would be really great. I think I'd want somebody familiar there.
Yeah, I mean, but I think maybe at this juncture, while your mum is still recovering and she's still poorly, like maybe it would be better if you sort of drop the hammer, and then then she might decide that she doesn't want to talk to your mum, or and then your mum won't have to deal with that kind of directly.
No, totally. And give her time to process it before she speaks to Mum. Maybe that'd be good.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just contact her and see
if she's willing to like meet for a chat, and then kind of maybe take it from there.
Yeah, because that's the other thing. So yesterday, she sent me obviously I'd sent her a message on Facebook, but she sent me a friend request. So I accepted it, and I saw it was her birthday today. So I went to send her happy birthday, and the ages didn't match up. So I was really confused earlier on before I spoke to Mum. I was like, I mean, at the time I was just like, she's put her age wrong on Facebook. Everybody has, like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? When everybody signed up and they weren't old enough to be on it, they put a random age down. But she was like 32 or 33. She was 32, coming 33 yesterday. So, and then I was like, hang on, that doesn't make any sense, because you're meant to be younger than me, because you were born after, or the same age as me at least. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, you shouldn't be that much older than me, because mum and dad got together and had me very quickly after she got back. So that at the time I was like, wrong age, whatever. But now that I've thought about it, I'm like, nah, that's right. Mental. I'm genuinely like, I feel sick. I feel like my, I can't describe it. Like my
Yeah, like
neck's
this is,
open
I mean,
and
this
can't-
is,
oh.
this is a lot of information. Like, this is a lot. I think you need to let it settle for yourself for this evening.
Yeah.
And then like wake up and see what you want your game plan to be tomorrow. But if you want to have a call with her and tell her I'm happy to join.
Okay. Thank you. That would be I think that has to happen at some point.
It feels weird for you to know and for her not to know.
Exactly. It does feel
Right.
really weird for me. I just can't. It's weird. I don't know how to feel. Like poor mum. Like she's just
Oh, I can't even imagine.
been living with that for such a long time. And
Well, hopefully having got to talk about it will have been a weight off her chest, and she'll feel better.
yeah, I hope so. Gosh, what? Like, I just like the fact that we set out with this, looking into Kathy, and it's ended up here. Like, what the hell?
We had no idea that we were opening this can of worms, though. Like, we didn't know that this was going to be the situation.
It's crazy. Okay. Yeah, I'll just sleep on it, and maybe I'll go and see if mum's okay. Go and check.
Go and check on her. Like, just I think try and relax for the evening and just get your head around it, and let her get her head around the fact that she's talked about it, and then set yourself a little game plan in the morning, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for the chat. I know, bombshell, right? I don't know whether maybe don't mention it to your dad yet.
I was just going to say I won't say anything to Dad. I just won't. I don't think we should get any more people involved in this. Like,
no, not me.
Apart from until Joe knows what's going on, it doesn't feel right to be talking about it behind her back.
No, I agree. I completely agree. But okay, well. Weren't expecting that, were you? Because I wasn't.
No. I'm almost nervous to accept your calls now, because they always come with
some horrible news. Well, I mean, it's kind of good news. Like, it's nice news in long term, maybe. Like,
it is nice news.
She seemed really nice the other day. Like,
and it's the best news that your mum is home. Like, that's the best.
Oh gosh,
news.
I'm so worried.
This will all feel good in a little bit of time.
Yeah, I agree. Amazing. All right, mate. Well, I'll let you know in the morning what we're gonna do. Yes. I love you, mate.
Just try and get some sleep. I love you.
I'll speak to you
Send your mum my love. I'll see you.
I will. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.